Coming from an immigrant family has had a significant impact on my work. I realize that the majority of people living in Mississauga are immigrant families. We all come from an immigrant family. I'm Daven Seebarran. I was born in Guyana and I've been living in Mississauga for the majority of my life. I currently am the executive director of Save a Food Bank, which provides safe, nutritious food to people living in Mississauga and also the community of Malton. I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be a variety of things, but my life experience took me down a very different path to where I am today. I get to feed people, I get to eat all day long, I get to go to stores where they're selling food all day long. Like, I have possibly one of the best jobs in the world. But then on top of that, I get to serve meals to kids and making sure that kids are not going to school hungry every morning, and knowing that that will help them with their long-term outcomes, and hopefully they will escape poverty as well. My grandmother, I hear stories of her opening up her kitchen for strangers who are walking down the street. So it's always been a part of what my family does. So that was what I grew up with. That's all I understood to be true. And I believe that it's just continuing that cycle of giving back and being able to make a change, make a difference, as small or as big as we possibly can. My father was highly qualified when he came to this country, but his very first job was working in a factory because he was deemed not qualified. My dad was working for the police force and was the chief of police, and he was not qualified to work here, which was a blow to my family. I think the impact of that on my work has been that I know the struggles that immigrant families have. I know that they are welcomed into this country, but often as secondary citizens, they're not given the full rights as everyone else necessarily. And that's really steeped in a lot of the institutional racism that exists. Racism that exists in the form of when you go to school, you're called names. That when you look at books and you read material, it doesn't have a person that looks like me in there. As an immigrant family coming as well, I think it taught me perseverance and resilience. I was called every horrible name you could possibly think of when I was going to school because I was different. And I think that was foundational in creating the character that I am today. I love to travel because I love to see the world. I love to meet new people. I love to see where all the nooks and crannies are. So I think traveling gives me an opportunity to really connect with people, to see life from a different lens, from a different perspective. And again, it makes us all feel far more human, more connected as a part of the human family. I've learned that you have to keep your eyes on that prize. If you want something, you have to go after it. You have to stay committed to it, and you have to do everything in your power to make sure that you achieve the goal, the vision, the ideal that you want for yourself.